In today's video, I'm going to be using socks from the Dollar Tree to create some simple and easy DIYs you can style for the fall. And this first DIY, which is going to be a wreath, I'm going to be using these socks from the Dollar Tree to create a wreath for Halloween. I typically do not make Halloween projects unless my niece asks, because she absolutely loves Halloween. And so I always create wreaths for her and decor, seasonal decor that she can style in her home. So I thought this wreath will be perfect for her. And so what I'm going to be doing is using a total of 2 pairs of these socks that says trick or treat. Well, one sock say trick and the other one say treat, and they're actually 2 different colors. I think these socks are cute. And so I cut the socks apart, and I'm cutting the bottom off the socks, and I'm cutting that other little portion. And so I have those 2 pieces, and then I have the wordings, and I did 2 pair. Now I have a pool noodle from the Dollar Tree as well. I just removed the tag off of it, and I am going to pour the socks over the pool noodle, but I'm going to make sure I do it in the order where it would say trick or treat for both pair. Now, I always do sock DIYs for different seasons every time the Dollar Tree puts out socks, and I always do a wreath. So you've seen me do these wreath many times using other seasonal socks, and I just think this is so cute and such an easy way to create a wreath. So I'm just going to continue adding the socks in the order so that it can have trick or treat. And then the little small pieces, I'm just going to use those extra pieces for fillers. And then here I'm taking some tape to connect the 2 ends of the pool noodle together. And I am using some tape that I also picked up from the Dollar Tree as well. So I am a little stuffy. I've been under the weather a little bit with my sinuses, and so I feel much better today, but it has been a struggle. So once I have the pool noodle together, I'm just going to move the socks down and just make sure that my pool noodle is covered and that my words are visible. And I'm just using the little small fillers at the bottom just to make sure that everything is covered. And I'm just tucking the socks under the other sock just to make sure that everything looks neat. Once I get that complete, here's a trick or treat sign with a little hanger on it that I also found at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it was perfect because it also had some little polka dots on the side. I'm just pushing that hanger to the back because that's what I'm going to use for the hanger for this wreath. Really simple. The Dollar Tree also had some lights, and so I'm just going to flip it over, and they have many lights. They have some pumpkins and all different kind of lights for Halloween, and I just picked up these little lights to add to the back of this sign so that this wreath can light up. And the lights are orange, and so what I'm going to do is just hot glue it to the back, making sure that the battery pack is faced up so that I can change it out. And then I am going to attach the string of lights by just using some tape. You can use some hot glue for this, but I just wanted to go in. It was easier to use some tape, and just in case I want to change how the lights are for my niece, I can just pull up the tape. It'll be a lot more easier than ripping it up if I use hot glue. So what I'm doing is I don't want the lights to show in the front, so I'm just going around and taping them to the back of the sign. That way you can just see the shine of the light when I flip the wreath over. And so I'm just going to continue going around, adding tape here and there until I have the light secure. Now for the little hole at the top of that sign, I just have a little black rose pick that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just pulling some pieces off. I only wanted to add one right in the center of that sign just to cover up that hole, and this is really adorable, and I'm sure she's gonna love it. It's a Halloween wreath, and America, you love Halloween. And here is how it looked with the lights off and it's shining. I absolutely love how the light reflects. Now, the Dollar Tree also had these little um 3 stacked pumpkin fuzzy socks. I thought these were cute too and will make something perfect for her. So this is simple. I've done this in many times before. I just did something a little different. So I want to use one of these little um, vases from the Dollar Tree to create like a faux candle. And so what I'm going to do is just place the vase right inside of the sock. Now this is the shorter version of that vase that the Dollar Tree always had. They just put out a shorter version, and so the sock fit perfect over that. Now what I want to do is I just have some cups. You can take anything that you have just to have something for the little tea candle to sit on, and I'm just using those little cups. And then here's the tea candles, LED candles that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to place it right on top. And once I pour the sock over, it looks like it's actually a little candle, and I think this is going to look really cute for Halloween, styled in my niece's home. I was so excited to see these pumpkin cups in the Dollar Tree. They also had like a cream, off-white teal color, and I picked that up as well. So all I'm doing is removing the tag, and I found these really cute socks here with the candy corn on them, and I also picked up a couple of pair of these for me to actually wear. Now this would be cute as a gift. I'm going to actually be gifting this to my niece as well, so that she can use the mug and she can also use the socks. But I think it's cute also styled together just for some fall decor. So as you can see, I just rolled up the socks because I kind of wanted it to mimic like the icing and things that's on the top of like hot chocolate or coffee or something. And as you can see, I pushed it in, and I just thought the leaf would be perfect. And here's one of the little sticks out of the pack from the Dollar Tree, just mimicking a cinnamon stick or a straw. But I just think this turned out really cute. It's perfect for the fall, and I actually think it's a cute little fall gift. Now I picked up these little booties for babies that has these little jack-o'-lanterns on them, and I also picked up a pair for Legend to actually wear, and that's my niece, little sweet baby. And so I thought these would be cute to just make some little small pumpkins, and she can just style these in a little basket. And so what I did was I stuffed them with some foam. I thought I was filming, but all I did was added some little polyfill, in the inside. And now I'm just pushing the rim of the sock in the inside. And then I have those little stems there from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to add those right in the inside. But what I want to do is go in and add some hot glue, and then place the little stem in there, and then just add a little bit more hot glue so that I can press the fabric around the stem just to keep everything nice and secure. I'm also going to tie a little jute cord around each of the stems just to give it a little basic bow. But I think these little booty socks were perfect for some little miniature pumpkins, and I just add them in a basket with a little tea light, and I think it's going to be adorable styled in her home. Now, I couldn't do a sock video without doing a gnome, and here is a little air freshener gnome. So I'm using one of the little round wood slices from the Dollar Tree, and I'm pushing it down to the bottom of another pair of the little fuzzy candy corn socks. And once I got that down, I'm going to go in and add some polyfill in that side of this to create the body for my gnome. Now this is really simple. I think it turned out cute, and I think it's just a cute little air freshener for the fall season. So once I got that complete with the first sock, I'm going to take the second sock and I'm going to cut it down because this is going to be the hat. And then I am going to add a little polyfill, just a little bit in here as well. But first I'm tying some jute cord around the top of the hat, and then I'm going to take some scissors just to make some slits in the little ball at the top, just to give it a little rough look, a little fall look, just pulling off the little extra strings of the socks. And then once I get that complete, here is the little cinnamon broom, and these are from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to trim this down to mimic a beard, and I absolutely love this cinnamon smell, and this is what's going to give me that little fall air freshener. So once I trim it down, all I'm going to do is place the hat on the top of the body, which is the other sock, and then just tuck the little broom under there. Once I get that complete, I'm using some of this mushroom chalk paint, and I have one of these little wood mushrooms from the Dollar Tree out of the pack. If you have a half bead, that'd be perfect, but this is what I had to create a nose for my gnome. And then I'm just going to add a little hot glue under there, tuck that in, and how adorable is this? It smells so good, and it's also so cute. So for the next two DIYs, these are not socks. These are actually sleeves of a sweater that I cut off. I usually take sweaters that I have for a while and cut the sleeves off and wear them like that in the beginning of the fall, or like on some chilly days. I absolutely love cutting the sleeves off of old sweaters and then cutting the neck. I think it's so cute. But I do not throw these sleeves away because the material is perfect to create pumpkins when the fall season comes. So all I did was to turn them inside out, and then I'm going to take some jute cord to wrap it around the one side so that I can have a sealed end. And I'm just going to tie a basic knot, wrap it around a few times, and then just tack it down with some hot glue and clip off the excess. Apologizing again for my sinuses. They are definitely flared up. So yes. And so once I have that complete, I'm just going to flip it inside out. And flip it back the correct way, not inside out. And then I'm going to stuff both of these using some of that polyfill. And the polyfill that I use is also from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree, like the last couple of years, started putting out these small bags of polyfill, but once you open them, there's so much stuff in the inside. So anytime I go to the Dollar Tree and I see it, I always pick it up because I'm always making pillows and different things. And so I make sure I keep some of that in my stash. So I want one pumpkin to kind of be taller than the other one. And so I'm just going to make sure one of them have a little bit more polyfill than the other one. And then once I get that complete, I'm going to go in and add the jute cord. So I'm going to wrap it around the top, and then as you can see, I'm going around to create my pumpkin look, and then I wrap it around, and I'm just kind of going the opposite direction, and then I'm going to go in between the creases that I already created with the jute cord until I have the desired shape. As you can see, I just went around in between each one, and then I'm going to wrap it around. But now what I'm going to do is now fix those creases, so you can just move the jute cord around until you have them even to your likings. And then I also turn it over to the bottom so that I can make sure that they are lined up in the center at the bottom as well. And then once I get that complete, I'm now going to continue wrapping it around to create my stem at the top. And I'm just going around the fabric, creating the length of the stem that looks good enough for me. And then what I'll do is tack it down with some hot glue, and then just clip off that excess fabric. And then that's my cute little pumpkin that I made out of my sweater sleeves. And once I get that complete and wrapped around and secured, I'll start completing the second pumpkin, doing the same steps. wrapping it around to close it up, and then going around it to create the pumpkin. And then I am going to embellish these with a pick that I have from Walmart. I always pick up Walmart picks because they are 97 cents. They're cheaper than the ones at the Dollar Tree, but I do buy Dollar Tree picks because they do put out some really cute picks. So I'm just going to finish off the pumpkin and get the shape together, and this is how they turn out. I just think the sweater just makes really great pumpkins. And so once I get them all fluffed out and shaped, I am going to bring in that fall pick from Walmart and pull some pieces off the stems so that I can embellish the top of these pumpkins. They just turned out so cute to me, and they were definitely easy to make. And so I'm just going to use some hot glue to attach the pieces around the stem of the pumpkin. I just want to take this time to say thank you so much for you all just tuning in and watching my video, comment, and hitting the like button. I do see all your comments. I have to get caught up on my comments, but life has been lifing. So many things has been going on, but everything, it's all great. I had a friend that was ill, and I was trying to see her. Then I also have an issue with my arm that I'm going to have surgery on real soon. Sinuses flared up, but there's good things. Today is the hubby's birthday. Mine is coming up, and I'm actually going to be traveling to my hometown, Arkansas, for a couple of days to see my friends. So everything is all good. Life just happened. But here's those pumpkins, and they turned out so cute, and I absolutely think they are adorable. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And if you're not a fan of Halloween, I don't do many DIYs, but you can always just get inspired and use different kind of socks or signs. I just think these are really easy projects to create for the season. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and until next time, my sweet friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.